It's a great honour to introduce our first speaker, Roger Crawford.
Andrea mentioned in her introduction that I'm going to talk about how high can you bounce? Because I am of the opinion that no matter who you are, no matter what you do, challenges are inevitable. But I am convinced that defeat is optional. Lagniappe is a French Cajun word. I became aware of it when I was doing some shopping in southern Louisiana. I was looking at the men's suits. They had 42 regular, 42 long, 42 short. I was a little disappointed they didn't carry my size. 42 strange. That's what I wear. So I'm looking at the suits one by one. This gentleman approaches me. Sir, hi, I noticed that you were looking at the suits. I'm hoping I might assist you in some way in finding just the right suit for you. Wow, was I impressed. I said, well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your helpfulness, but I want to tell you, I'm not going to be buying a suit today. I'm just looking. It's the alterations. I should, my arms are shorter than normal, and same with my legs. And well, because of that, it's going to require extensive alteration for that suit to fit properly. So I don't think I'll be buying a suit, but I want to again thank you for your help. Here's what he said next. Sir, I'm sure you're aware that most athletic men have that problem. Always like having a conversation with someone who knows what they're talking about. And I said, could you repeat that one more time? And then he explained, he said, sir, when you have an athletic build like you obviously do, it's going to require alteration for that suit to fit properly. And I said, well, you're absolutely right. I don't know what I was thinking. So I step in front of this three-way mirror, and he brings over a jacket, and I try it on. And, well, we've got a bit of a challenge. I mean, the arms are a little long. And I thought, well, should I purchase a suit or shouldn't I? And finally, I thought, Roger Crawford, why are you putting all this pressure on yourself? You just need to consult with him and his expertise. It's not every day that you work with an expert in athletic men clothing. I said, is this the type of suit that an athletic guy like me should be wearing? He said, yes, sir, and there are several others here in the rack that you must have as well. So I'm leaving the Dillard's department store in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and I see this sign. The sign says, we never neglect the lagniappe. Now, I didn't even know how to pronounce the word. And he said lagniappe, and I remember thinking, oh, I've heard that word before when I've been in the New Orleans area. And then I asked him to explain lagniappe. He said, well, if you walked into a place of business and the customer said to the merchant, I'd like 2 pounds of grain. The merchant then would take something maybe like a burlap sack, place it on the scale, and then just scoop out of the barrel, then in the burlap sack, out of the barrel, then the burlap sack. The scale registers 2 pounds. That was the expectation. But here's what happens next. The merchant, he or she, takes that scoop one more time into the barrel. As he or she is pouring it, they say, now, this is the lagniappe. That last scoop, that little extra, that's the lagniappe. The definition, beyond full measure. It means a little extra.
Tennis Channel wants to introduce you to a fellow who puts all of them in the shade.
For some, tennis is just a sport. But to others, it's a metaphor for life. Nobody understands this better than Roger Crawford.
And now I'd like to introduce you to my all-time favorite tennis player, Roger Crawford. When you give motivational speeches, what is your message over and over again to people?
That there's a big difference in life between difficult and impossible. Just because something's hard doesn't mean that it can't be done. And the other message is real handicaps can be overcome. But it's the imaginary ones in life that really disable us. I mean, it's the ones from the neck up. So, as I mentioned, my life's not different than their life. We're all going to face adversity. And I just feel so fortunate to have found the game of tennis and now to be able to speak at various different audiences. It's a tremendous honor.
Oh boy, you're killing me. I want to be such a better person now because I met
Thank you, Mary.
Roger Crawford. Thank you so much.
I was a football player and played defensive end. The quarterback on the other team went back to pass. And the play started to develop. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw this young man on my team rush in and tackle the quarterback before I could get there. But when he grabbed a hold of the quarterback, he fumbled the football. The ball bounced into my arms and I started running. I had clarity of vision. I was heading to the end zone. Well, I'm at the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. Now I'm at the 10-yard line. So I'm 10 yards away from the end zone. A young man on the other team catches up with me. He makes a valiant attempt to tackle me, and well, I was fortunate that day. He grabbed a hold of my left leg. You really are sharp. You're so far ahead of me on this. My leg came right off. I hop into the end zone.